So, WorldVentures Foundation. So let me tell you a little bit about why it's important I'm here today, and thank you for the very, very warm welcome, everybody. We have decided that together we will have a foundation that represents everything everybody does in the world. And you can't have a foundation that's global unless you get global participation. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But I want to explain for anyone that understood we used to be the Manifest Foundation, why we changed the name. So manifest is a great word for anyone that cares about language. It is creating something. But it's confusing. Who's manifest? Why manifest? So when I joined, I thought, well, gosh, the Dell Foundation isn't called Delicious Foundation. The Gates Foundation isn't called John's Foundation. They're all the foundation of their founders. And so just like Avon Foundation, just like Dell Foundation, just like any of the major philanthropic organizations, I wanted everyone to know that you are part of this amazing foundation, every one of you. So we are WorldVentures Foundation, and we should be really, really proud of what we do. Thank you. So what does it mean? So WorldVentures Foundation is, when we say manifesting positive change for children and communities, one experience at a time, what we mean is it's my experience, it's your experience, it's the child we may influence, their experience, but it's each transformative experience is an individual experience. And my journey to this organization came via India, where I did voluntourism, but I didn't know I was doing voluntourism. My daughter had a vision to change the world. She was 12. And then she had a second vision, change the world in India. And I thought, well, that's pretty scary. And then we met someone who had built a school in the garbage community of New Delhi. And we went together when she was 14. She did her work, but it transformed my life. And so I left my company, sold it, and got into nonprofit. So I understand what it means to have to look after your business and look after a team. And that was just the beginning of my journey. The journey to being here is a critical piece of what I can bring to you. So let's talk about what the foundation's going to do across the globe. So, we have identified 5 regions of the globe, or countries, that we recognize as a lot of demand for voluntourism. And so, when we think about voluntourism, we mean service and fun, service and culture, service and experience. So it's a combination. So, you can see you're on this list, which is why I'm here. I'm not in every country. So these are the 5 countries that we're working with. And I'd like to go through them a little bit with you and tell you what we're going to do, because it's a little bit different than a one-week Voluntour. So these are our friends in Singapore. But what we want to do with you is called a service excursion. And what that means is it's a half day of service in a dream trip. So for example, in Athens, we'll be on a dream trip together, maybe Saturday, Sunday, and you'll all get together at a charity that we're going to meet tomorrow and hopefully identify, and you'll do service. Now, I don't know that the people I've been talking to here are as comfortable with service as we are in the US, but I can promise you, if you show up for 3 hours and do beautification work, do painting, for those of us that were together in Las Vegas, 100 reps transformed a boys and girls after-school club in a very, very difficult neighborhood in Las Vegas, because a lot of people have to work in Vegas to keep Vegas going. The children came that day after school to their club, and they were amazed that this 100 people had come and given their time and given their love and told them that by their actions that they cared about who they were. And that's what we're going to do in Athens together. We're going to identify an organization we can all love. It will benefit children. And then we're going to start making amazing difference for them. And I think you'll be really thrilled as you experience this together. Then after that, we'll go have a great lunch, a wine tasting, some fun in the evening, another day, and it'll be mixed in with a fabulous dream trip. So stay posted because we should be launching that in the next couple of months. But let's go on the globe, and we'll do this together. Thank you. Thanks. So our friends in Norway, we have the team here. They didn't want to do something in their local city. Those Norwegians want to go where the sun is. That much I've worked out. You know, working in Oslo is not what they're thinking about. So they want to go to Thailand. So that's very cool. They will do a full-on Voluntour, and you're welcome to join any of these with us. They'll be advertised across the globe. What we'll do there is I'm developing a program that will be recycled materials to make playgrounds for children. So we come in for 3 days. We'll be doing this in Mexico and Thailand. We come in. We build a playground from start to finish, so it's a full 100% concluded job. Then we go have fun, and we get cultural immersion, and it's a very, very bonding and transformative experience. You know, you can come join us anytime in Guatemala doing bottle schools, but we think, you know, we're going to bring this to the communities around the globe, not just Dallas. So they want to go to Romania too, but I haven't started working on that yet. Myanmar border and the orphanages along the border there is where we're going to be. We talked a little bit already. This is, and you know, you need to thank, okay. So, really, really thank your leadership, because from the get-go, when I met them very briefly in Las Vegas, they said, we want to participate in this. We see what you're doing in Vegas. We see what you're doing in Guatemala. We work with boys and girls clubs all over the US. We want to present that and offer that to our teams and our experience. And as I said, I can promise you this will be transformative. And we'll be going to a second city. And I've heard 2 pronunciations of that second city. So I'm going to leave it alone for now, but we will be building that together. So stay tuned, and let's go around the globe a bit more. So for those of you that have very, very, you know, like, let's go on a longer trip, Singapore wants to do work in Singapore. So just like Athens, do work in Athens on a dream trip. But then they too want to go to Thailand. So I have this, you know, I know a lot of you are world travelers. It's very hard for me to see the Singaporean team with the Norwegian team building these playgrounds together. They're just so culturally diverse. But I think it'll be a pretty amazing trip, so come join us on that, you know. So we're doing those, will be this fall and next year. Now, South Africa, right? So here, Johannesburg and Durban are their choices. And again, these will be dream trips. But what I'm trying to do by sharing this with you is this is all new material. This is brand new, and it does take time to set up, because when it's very easy for me to sit in Dallas and go, that looks like a great impact partner in Cyprus. But do I know that they really will care and take advantage too of the opportunity to have all these reps converge on them and manage it well and make your experience amazing? I don't know, you know, I need to go see them or send one of our team to see them. So it's taking a while to get around the world. But we're going to South Africa. Is anybody coming to South Africa for the meetings there? All right, so we'll be all alone in South Africa, but we're going to meet with agencies there. But again, you can come join us there. Zimbabwe, we're going to Victoria Falls. Thank you. And then to on a safari, and we'll work with impact partners in villages there. So are you getting a sense of what you all have the potential to do? It's not the easiest thing in the world, because it's really important. Has anybody, a show of hands for anybody that's done volunteering in Athens? So, thank you. So you can see this is not a cultural norm. So I really need you to think about what would it mean if we launch this here, because we can't launch it and then turn around and not participate, because it's really going to be critical that you show that this is something you want to do as part of your development, because as a WorldVentures rep, being part of your personal development is learning that giving back gives back 100-fold. There's a great line that says, hot baths and noble deeds are the antithesis of depression. So you do something for someone else, you can't but feel great. You take a nice hot bath, you've taken care of yourself. It's just those very simple things. So we're going to explore, what if we become the force in Athens for volunteerism? Why not? Why not lead the way? Because it's WorldVentures who are setting this new precedent. Tomorrow I'm meeting with a group, and the women are American. They've left their jobs in America. They've come here to help funnel money from the US to children and causes that have come about due to the economic challenges here. You know, you don't need that to be your story. Your story could be yourselves doing it. And I know we always think we're too busy, but there's nothing that's going to, obviously I'm a believer and this is my job, but when I went and had my own company and then I went to India, I thought, oh my gosh, there's something so much bigger than me by giving my time and resources. So I can't, all I can do is say, try it. And if it works, we will adopt that agency that we pick tomorrow. We will make it your cause. You'll be able to go anytime and work there. You won't have to wait till we have a fancy dream trip. You'll be able to say, I want to give 2 hours, 3 hours, and you can make a difference. Mother Teresa was asked, and she's my spiritual guide, in my head when I think about this stuff, she was asked, how could you be bothered? Why do this Calcutta thing? It's just ugly and messy and people are dying by the millions. And she said, I do it because it's one person at a time. It's one life at a time. So imagine the power of 50 of you arriving at a place, painting it top to bottom, showing these children that they are cared about by strangers, but you care about them. And if one little boy or girl goes, I want what they've got, I'm going to not just fall off and be a child that's not cared about. I see the world cares about me, and I'm going to reach for a higher star than I believe I should have had today. And that's the power, and you're going to have it, and we're going to help you get them. So, we're in Athens. You're a really fabulous audience. I know it's a big commitment to be here. I'm here for the rest of the day if you want to come visit me and talk about what you can do here, talk about where you'd like to go in the world. I'm really, really honored to help you with this mission, and I hope we do great things together. So thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.